Hey there everybody, welcome back to another Ark Survival Ascended video. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault, and we're just going to take a quick look at my base today, what we've done with this base, and why I chose this area, so forth and so on. So let's cue up the music, and we'll get right to it. Alright, so first off, this is a floating base using a mod. Oceanic Platforms is the name of the mod. And I've got 5 of them connected together in a square format for the main 4. And then that one there is a little landing pad. So when the guys come to visit me, they can land there and they don't have to worry about my automated Ark pulling stuff off of their dinos. But the reason I chose this location, a couple reasons. Here we are on the map. Fairly central, a little south central, but fairly central. Got easy access to the deep ocean over here, redwoods over here, the forests, the swamp, the snow. The only thing that's a good hike away is the volcanic island. That's a little distance, but it's not too bad. We can be over there in just a couple minutes. But yeah, we got a great view of Skull Island here, or whatever you want to call it. This thing is fantastic, man. What a great rework. It looked like a little kid's drawing of Batman in the original, and now it's pretty cool. And I got dogs barking. I've been trying to video all day, and everything's gone wrong, and it's been just a miserable day, so I apologize if anything goes wrong with this one. Hey, it'll be par for the course today. All right, we see there's a whole bunch of obsidian here. One of the reasons for this location, easy obsidian. I'll go up top. I'll show you what else we got up here. More obsidian. Plenty of it. This is the only place you'll need to go for obsidian, right? There's some crystal too, as you can see. I think there's metal up here too. But yeah, so you got all that good stuff there. And then over on some nearby spires, you got some more metal and all that. Now, we're real close to the blue obelisk, which is nice, and there's a ton of metal along the ridge of the above the bay there. So if you need metal, that's a good place to go. And then you got all these spires up here. You never know what you're going to find up on these things. And we'll take a quick look at them. Yeah, this one's nothing special, but I like these though. It'd be kind of cool. You could build little outposts up here. You could have some real fun with these. Just kind of dorking around with them, But yeah, this is part of the reason I chose this area. It's weird looking on the texture there. Okay. Looked almost like a pattern. Look at all this obsidian and crystal right there. Just pouring out. Nice and cool water running over it. This little island here, and I think there's metal up here, if I'm thinking correctly. But yeah, you got some really deep water around here, which is great. That's part of the reason I wanted to be here. I wanted to be able to work with my aquatic tames here. I didn't get to do a lot of that back on the island. I did some, I built that huge aquatic pen. But with this mod, I don't need to build that pen. That took a lot of work. Yeah, there's a couple metal nodes up here, as you can see. And a little more crystal. But all the resources you need are nearby. Fiber and wood and all that right down there. Stone as well. But if we go underwater, here's where it really gets funny. Let's not take this guy. We'll save that for afterward. But yeah, here is the actual base itself, right? So I've got 2 nice deep water pens in here. And we're raising ichthyos for everybody because we're going to go Shastosaurus taming here soon. We probably already did it by the time this video releases. But if we haven't, then yeah, that's what these guys are for. Of course, if you saw yesterday's video, you saw my Shastosaur tame and how that went down. It was a lot of fun. And it's heartbreaking. But yeah, here's the pens. Over here I got a nice big flat area. This is good for breeding. As you can see, even got wyverns over here breeding it up. Oh yeah, perfect timing, guys. I couldn't have done that better if I planned it. But yeah, I got the fire ones right now working on it, and I got a baby, what is he, poison? Yeah, poison growing up. We're going to go ahead and mate that one with this one, and we'll get some perfect poison wyverns. We're looking for mutations now, either health or melee. Probably, I don't know, one of those two for now. But yeah, don't ask about these guys. They're just out there for no reason right now. I haven't found where I'm going to put them yet. So this is where all the magic's going to happen. The eggs get picked up automatically in here. That's the AAA crate. My Oviraptor is picking up all of the unfertilized eggs. So fertilized eggs here, unfertilized eggs here. Those will be used for kibble later on. This is just empty cryopods right here. And here's our newborn trap. We've got I bred up a bunch of icties for everybody. I think gameplay still needs to come over and grab two, so that's why I still have them in there. As soon as that's done, I'll get rid of the rest of these guys. Now what I've done here, and this is kind of cool, is I've enabled it so that this creates a one-time use cryopod every time it picks up a baby. So I don't have to make a bunch of cryopods and all that. It puts the creature in a cryopod, sits in there. As soon as you toss it out, it disappears. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I started bringing over, God damn, dogs are barking again. I started bringing over all the pods and all the cryopods and cryo fridges. Working on getting them organized. There's going to be a method to the madness. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll get there eventually here. This will all be moved, all these vaults. That just has a bunch of crap in there, from building materials to, here we got handheld things like weapons, tools, and so forth. Clothing and armor. Saddles. So it's all unorganized right now, but we'll have this stuff placed in more proper areas. Like I'll probably put the saddle one somewhere in here to do with the breeding and all that, because you're going to want to saddle creatures after they're bred up. There's our little vacuums. There's some in there. Of course there is. These out here, they're going to be moved. They just haven't made it their way in there yet to the proper locations. This was all a temporary setup when I first moved in. I had beds. I had everything right here. It was a total mess. Here's our feeding trough. Covers the entirety of the base except out in the landing pad. So my friends aren't going to be feeding their creatures out of it. But it's not like they need to. It's just, it's there to cover everything. That way, if we're raising fish, if we're breeding over here and raising stuff up, we got stuff out here, whatever. These guys all up here, yeah, they're all getting fed. Speaking of this is cool. I like this area. So we got Phoenix dropping silica pearls and black pearls. We got Achatina dropping Achatina paste, which is basically cementing paste, and organic polymer. Not much. We got a poop making Phiomia and poop processing beetles, and we got meat. This is good. If I need a quick little batch of meat or hide or anything like this, I can just turn these guys on and start harvesting their babies, or even let them grow up. What I do is I usually have, and I will soon have, a dedicated cryo fridge full of ovis. And they're going to be in there, I've got a ton back on the island. So when you toss one out, you're going to put a lot of levels on it. The more levels you put on it in health, the more resources you get when you harvest it. So that's fantastic. And we also got a great chainsaw blueprint that I think it was Trench found. So we'll be using that to process those guys and make the most of it. But yeah. That's cool. Old decorations left over from Christmas I threw in a box. I saw them. I was like, you know what? That would look cool here. Here's the kitchen area, little cooking area and all that. Now, she drinks beer and runs on beer, but because we have an AA generator, she doesn't need the beer anymore. So we still have beer in there. We're still making beer. It is what it is. Got a couple fridges. Got the grill. Pretty much everything we need here. This is the gardening table, so we can make seeds for things like silk and all that. And this is the spoiling barrel, because, hey, if you want to spoil a bunch of meat real quick, this is the way to do it. You combine that with a couple ovis and a chainsaw, and yeah, you got narcotics for days. Absolutely for days. Alright, moving on over here. We've got, a little bit of decorative stuff over here. Just kind of cool, I thought. Get it there? Okay. And then this is our work area. 3 AA smithies. I'm going to replace one with a regular one, I think, because I should have one. The AA workbench to make most of the AA stuff. A prefab station, which is always handy. A polymer transmuter. Haven't really used it yet, but it's pretty cool. This is, of course, our refrigerated chemistry bench, which is awesome. Our little mini fabricator. This is the AA one. Then we got a QOL and an AA grinder. Why do I have both? I probably can get away with just one. The QOL one, as you can see, will make stuff from different maps. And stuff that you wouldn't be able to normally get on the map you're on. Like I made sulfur to feed my phoenixes earlier, and I did it by feeding a whole bunch of, feeding a whole bunch of stem berries to my Pheomia, taking all that poop, throwing it here, and just processing. I made about 60 pieces, so that was that. You know, I took some sap, I made some of this, turned it into seeds, planted it. Same thing here. I took some angler gel I had and some fiber, mixed it together, and made some seeds, planted it. Now we got all that going. Sand won't be tough. I mean, but you may as well just make clay, but that you need the cactus sap and the sand for. So yeah, you need to make the sand, and you do that from stone. And there go my dogs again. I don't know what's going on with them tonight. I'm really not happy with this. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, raw salt and sulfurs. Yeah, we can get the raw salt. Blood packs, that's a little tough. It'll take a lot to make some of that. And propellant, that's how you make propellant. So, a bunch of cool stuff there. Here's the grinder, the regular grinder. I don't know why I keep this one here, the AA. I guess because it's a little smaller and cooler. I don't know. I don't need both. I could probably get rid of them. I threw the piano and the poker table out here from our old house on Scorched Earth. And yeah, this is the big old landing pad here, which I totally dig it. I think it's really, really cool looking. Now, the best part of this entire build, I think, is right up here in the middle. This was fun. I was trying to think, what can I do for my house? You know, and I thought, this thing looks like it would have a cool, very science-y type observation tower on it, right? I thought that might make it a cool look for it. And so that's what I did. I built this tower in the middle, made it very open, a lot of glass and all that. You may be asking about these guys. Each of these guys is going to wear a different set of armor as I sort through my armor and get the best sets out. So that way, if I want to get a set of chitin armor for some reason, I can just go on and grab it off the guy, right? It'd be kind of cool. This is where I'm going to keep all my personal stuff that I use, like everything that's down in my hotbar. That'll go in here. My bed. Here we could put chibis in here. Can I actually put Bruce in there? Because Bruce will not go. Yeah, there he is. Bruce won't go into my little chibi slot for some reason, and I don't know why. That's kind of frustrating. But yeah, I got a couple of them for decorations. A couple of these from Bob's Tall Tales. They're so cool looking. I really like that addition to the map. Are they out of place in here? Yeah, they're a little out of place in here, but still, who cares? Really, really cool looking. I wanted this to all be metal and glass, and it looks like some kind of reinforced thing you would see at a big scientific facility, doesn't it? At least I think it does. You just can't beat the view. You look out this direction, you got the redwoods, you got the big monkey up there. This way's the forest. This way's Skull Island. He's got a little bit of an overbite though. It looks a little derpy, right? You know, and here's some more redwoods, of course. Waterfalls off in the distance. I mean, it's a beautiful map. I think they did a good job with it. I know they made some changes that really upset some people, like the design of the volcanic island and all that. I don't think it's too bad. I think it's all right. But yeah, that's the base in a nutshell, guys. We're going to try and come back tomorrow with a Pyromane video, I'm hoping. We'll see. It's been tough going. For some reason, it didn't want to tame up for me, but I know we could do it. We've already done it. I mean, I got one on my shoulder, for God's sake, right? That was a gift from Blind Shooter, or Hurdy-Gurdy as we know him in the game. Alright, well, if you enjoyed this video at all, please leave a like on it down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. If you got any suggestions for other stuff to add to the base, let me know. I'm thinking of building a little bit maybe inside one of those water pens. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we're calling it a day. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.